What's up, guys? It's Mama Kate, and here's your main quest guide for Astra Malorum and Black Ops 7. The first thing that we need to do is build the Wonder Weapon. We're going to start in spawn with a Pack-a-Punch gun. You'll shoot the gear shift, and this will give you the car battery from Old Tessie. Next, find a flashing light, shoot it, and this is going to drop a set of wires. And the last part that you need is Cryo Freeze. You're going to shoot at the ether crystals, and this is going to give you an absolute 0 fragment. You'll find these all over the map, and you'll need to collect 3 different fragments. The next piece that we need is going to be from Oscar. When you shoot him, he'll have a protective shield. You'll need to eliminate the drone, and this will give you the damaged drone part. Next, we need to kill Oscar in 3 different traps in no particular order, starting with the Luminarium. Insert the car battery, and then you can start the Electro Volt Projector. This is going to start an objective where you have Oscar's battery overcharge. You'll need to keep him inside the area until that is complete. You know you've done it correctly when you see the burst of yellow light. The next trap is going to be found in Museum Infinitum. There is a rocket. You'll need to get Oscar behind the rocket in the stream, and you have done it correctly when you see that yellow light. And the third one is going to be found in the observatory dome, where you can find the Pack-a-Punch. Around the room, you will see boxes found on the wall, on pillars, on the top level, the bottom level, and even in the adjacent room. You'll need to find the box that is steaming and shoot it. You can hear it as you travel from location to location, or you can see that steam. I would check around the room in a circle, and as you do, look on the walls and the pillars. You're going to find 5 of these, and once you've shot all 5 of them, you will have completed this process, and you'll know when you see the telescope moving. The next thing that you want to do is interact with the left side of the organ. There's a viewfinder, and you're going to move towards the sun and place the reticle on top of it. When you do, you will see this beam of light, and you will need to get Oscar inside of this. After you have completed all 3 of these traps to kill Oscar, you will obtain the Wonder Weapon, the LGM-1. The next thing that we need to do is be stealthy behind the next Oscar. He's going to have his yellow light in front of him, and I was crouching behind him. You're going to follow him until he identifies another target, which is Dr. Thurston. Thurston is then going to give you 3 planets. You need to note the planets that he gives you. In my example, he gave me Jupiter, Venus, and Mars. Turn the 3 planets into a 3-digit code. They're ordered by distance from the sun. In the observatory dome, you'll plug in your 3-digit code. So Jupiter, Venus, and Mars was 524. Once you submit that code, you'll see this platform lower, and then you can jump up top and interact with this body. This is going to give you the cryo chamber key. The next part you can get at any point in time. This is near spawn in the museum. Once you head inside, head to the left. You'll see a display case. You'll need to break that, and you can obtain the rock saw. Next, we'll make our way to the right side of the map. You're looking for a body in a cryo chamber. This is in the Machina Australis room. Once you interact with this, you will then need to perform surgery on the body, and this is going to give you the brain. Next, you'll take the brain to the Luminarium. This is where Jug is, and interact to insert it in this canister. You'll interact a second time, and this is going to start an objective: defend the perfusion machine. If you start this at the end of the round, it's relatively easy to defend. You can also use lethals, tacticals, and field upgrades to help protect the brain from the zombies. When it's done, you're going to pick that up and take it back to Machina Australis. Once you drop inside this big area, you can then insert the brain on top of this table. Then you're going to hold to interact to connect the perfusion machine. And the computer on the left is going to flash a series of books. This is Dr. Thurston's reading list, so go ahead and jot down the book titles that you get. You'll then need to locate the books in their sections in the library. Starting on the left side, this left statue has the pyramids of Cydonia and also has Witchlight Codex. On the other side of the railing, we have the right side statue. This is going to have these two sections. You have the Musica Universalis and the Black Veil. On the opposite side, you have the solo statue, and it has the Unknowable Void, Echoes of Andromeda, and you have Ash and Bone. So starting on the left side, the left statue has these sections, the right statue has these two sections, and the solo statue has this one. Using this example, you're going to note the books displayed on the computer. You turn the statues based on the number of books in each of the three sections. So for the left statue, I had Witchlight of Codex. I turned the left statue one time. For the right statue, I had Black Veil. I turned that statue one time. And for the solo statue, I had two books, so I turned that two times. Using my cheat sheet, you can easily identify which books you have and how many times you need to turn each of these statues. You do need to do this step quick or you will fail it and need to flip the round. You've done it correctly when the hatch above the stairs opens up, and there you can grab planet Neptune. You'll head back inside the Machina Australis, and there you can plug in Neptune into the solar system. When you see it start to move, you will get a line from Thurston that says you need to align the planets. To do this, we need to find 3 pieces of paper found across the map. Just from the opposite of the machine, you can head to the east side. The first one will be here on this desk. That was a picture of Mars with northwest. To the right, we're heading back into the library, and you can grab the second paper. Mine is Saturn in the northeast. And then in Jug, once you head inside the luminarium on the right side, I have my last picture with Neptune to the southwest. You'll then need to shoot the planets into their corresponding locations. This doesn't need to be perfect, but you do need to align each of them. So for Mars, it was in northwest, Neptune moved to southwest, and Saturn is found in northeast. These are the locations that you found on your 3 sheets of paper. Once it's all aligned, you can then go to the organ, interact with a viewfinder, and you're going to hover over Mars. You're then going to look at the bottom numbers in the bottom left-hand corner. That is going to be your 4-digit code. You'll submit that into this machine. Mine was 5159. And once you have done that, this will begin the final activation. Once you interact with the brain, this is going to start another objective step. It's going to spawn in an Oscar elite enemy, and you will need to eliminate the drones that he is sending towards the portal. You'll need to keep the portal's health up so it can continue its reboot progress. After that, it's going to teleport you into Mars. You can head towards the middle, and then you'll see the perfusion machine fly in front of you. Pick that up, and you're going to insert it in this machine and connect the perfusion machine once again. Next, you'll head to the back of this room, and you'll need to shoot these towers, starting with back right, then back left, then front right, and then front left. You're going to see an item called the Ascendant Eye going from tower to tower. And after you have shot all 4 of these, you'll then shoot the tower in the middle. Now you'll make your way up towards the tower, and you'll see the Ascendant Eye floating above you. You need to follow it and try and mimic its location. As you move around, it's going to get closer to the ground, and then you'll be able to jump up and grab it. You'll then need to insert it into this machine. For the next step, you will then need to use the Wonder Weapon to shoot these metal circles on top of 5 different pillars. As you shoot the Wonder Weapon, it'll start rotating each of them, and you'll hear a sound confirming that you've shot the correct one. After you've shot all 5 of these pillars, you'll need to head back to the organ and interact with this machine. It's going to show you a series of symbols. You'll need to note if there is a symbol or even a space. My space was at the end. What you then need to do is interact with these machines based on the correct symbol order that was shown on the organ. Now, if, for example, it showed you 3 symbols and then a static line and then the other, you need to interact with the symbol that it did not show you during the static line. Again, mine was in the 5th location in this example. So the one that I did not see, which was this one, was last. Once they all turn blue, you are good to go. All you need to do is interact with the brain and you can go to the boss fight. There are 4 phases to the boss fight, so make sure you're ready before you interact with that brain. I hope this guide helps. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Black Ops 7 Zombies content.